What's in a name? Everything. The power of a name has long been immortalized in prose, poetry, and history. It is your face to the world, your ambassador of quality that reflects your ideals and aspirations. Thompson's, a name, a family, a tradition of excellence. So it is with Thompson's Toyota, where our professional and courteous staff are eager to help you drive home your dream vehicle from the largest selection of new and used Toyota cars and trucks at the best prices. And if your vehicle needs service, our Toyota factory-trained and certified service technicians have the skill and expertise to do the job right and do it right the first time. Thompson's Toyota, where you'll always be treated like family.
Hey everybody, welcome to California Bountiful. I'm your host, Tracy Sellers, and we've got a great show for you today. All kinds of recipes, farmers, chefs, so let's stop talking and get eating. So we all know that California is king when it comes to growing citrus, and when it comes to growing lemons, no one is bigger than this Ventura County farm. And with over 7,000 acres of lush lemon trees, Limonera isn't just the biggest lemon grower in California, but in all of North America. Based in Santa Paula, the farm is a testament to what hard work and determination can do. Founding fathers Nathan Blanchard and Wallace Hardison first bought the land way back in 1893 and named the ranch Limonera, which means lemon lands in Portuguese.
And at the time they wanted to bring about the first full-scale commercial operation citrus ranch in the U.S. And from there we added throughout the years, over the last 115, 16 years, 3 other families have come into the fold, and that's where we've grown today to be our 7,000 acres that we are in California.
Once called the home of the lemon, it actually took 15 years before those first farmers even turned a profit at the Limonera farm. But they persevered, and as they say, they've come a long way, baby. Things have obviously changed a lot over the years, but one thing that hasn't changed is the desire to explore innovative programs. The farm invests a lot of time, research, and investment into improving lemon production through innovation. In 2008, they completed work on a solar panel project that stretches across nearly 5 acres and can help to power their lemon storage facility and packing house. And despite being the oldest continuously run citrus packing operation in North America, it actually is pretty state-of-the-art these days.
Basically what we're looking at here is the camera system that basically takes a picture of each piece of fruit, and then what happens is that it can tell basically its color, its size, and then how much blemish might be on that lemon itself.
And whatever isn't deemed of the highest and best quality is then removed and sold to be used as lemon-scented cleaners, air fresheners, or candles. So what's the key to growing a great lemon for all of these years? As it turns out, location, location, location.
Lemons are very temperamental with the weather, just like we are, quite frankly, and they enjoy the beautiful weather that we do. They're able to flower year-round, and that's why we can get such great production off these smaller trees, or relatively smaller trees. And so we're in the perfect scenario between not too hot, not too cold. We're a bit in the Goldilocks of the citrus growing area.
California is the #1 state for producing lemons, and Limonera farmers account for nearly 13% of the state's total lemon production. So what do you do with all those lemons? Well, you make lemonade, of course, but with a twist. The dictionary describes lemons simply as a yellowish acid fruit of a subtropical citrus tree. But for Ryan Singh of Grange Bar and Restaurant in downtown Sacramento, lemons are oh so much more.
It's one of those staples, it's one of those foundations of a decent bar.
They are the main ingredient for several of his specialty drinks on the menu, including a pink lemon margarita. But he's not alone in adding a little zest to his menu. Over at Rick's Dessert Diner in Sacramento, you know right away this place is special. From the funky exterior to the gigantic cakes that greet you when you walk in, this place is a hit.
Well, we come about once a week and it's just the freshest desserts. Everything is so good here. We moved to Sacramento about 2 years ago and we saw the bright pink building and we were like, okay, we have to check that out. And since then I've been completely hooked. Like, have to come and get my fix.
We do desserts the original way, out of scratch, homemade style. And we have the best ingredients in our cakes. We don't compromise the price for the quality of the desserts. And we have been #1 for 22 years in a row. And the reason for that is the hard work and using the best ingredients and freshness. It's the most important to me.
They do make desserts look like a piece of cake to prepare here, and with almost 300 delicious items on the menu, it's hard to choose a favorite. While chocolate is tops, lemon-based pastries are a close second. And when it comes to making those citrus-based delights, they do have their own special standards here.
If it's not freshly squeezed, it's not lemon. They are important because if I don't get fresh lemon, I will not have a good tasting cake.
Ahmad says they use more than 20 pounds of fresh California lemons each week, and everything from lemon bars to the rich and gooey lemon cake with lemon buttercream frosting. So the next time you indulge in lemon meringue pie or sip some lemonade, pay tribute to California lemons. After all, being a little bitter really never tasted so sweet, right? Don't leave us yet. There's more California Bountiful coming right up.
Closed captioning of California Bountiful is provided by Agriculture Liquid Fertilizers. Producing better crops with better fertilizers, it's better for California.
My name is Patrick Mulvaney, and my wife Bobbin and I own Mulvaney's Building and Loan. It's a restaurant, banquet hall, and a catering facility here in Sacramento, California. Focus on local, seasonal food, so our menu changes every day, and it all depends on what the farmer brings in the front door. Every day brings a new excitement here because of the farmers that are around here. Everybody brings it in here to our restaurant so that we can put it on a fork, and our guests get to enjoy it.
Welcome back to California Bountiful. You know, we love taking you guys on a food journey all across California because there are so many stories to tell, including this next one. One company, one man, and one product. Apart, they are merely separate drops in a bucket. But together, they're part of a new dynamic group of individuals making a difference in how we get some of our favorite dairy products.
If you talk to my wife, she'd tell you that I take better care of the cows than I do of her.
Meet Jared Bordesa and Bob Carmazzi. They are the new generation of dairymen in California. Both are part of multi-generational farms on the north coast of California, and both supply one of the fastest-growing dairy co-ops in the state, the Clover Stornetta Company. It all began in 1977 with 5 Clover dairy families partnering up with Al Stornetta and his bottling plant, thus creating Clover Stornetta. Today, the operation is still run by the same families, along with 21 family farms, including Bob and Jared's.
They're really progressive and innovative.
You couldn't find better people.
Progressive, innovative, and yes, very successful. Clover Stornetta has helped their dairy farmers remain competitive thanks to a system they came up with called the North Coast Excellence Program. It certifies that all of their milk comes from humanely treated cows, all of which is making for some pretty happy farmers, customers, and yes, even happy cows.
It's very important to us. It makes us feel good, like we're doing a good thing at the end of the day, that we're a part of something that's really beneficial to our area in a lot of different ways.
What's your strongest smelling cheese?
You know, in addition to producing all of that great milk, Clover is also committed to educating folks about where their milk actually comes from. And at events like this, they're able to reestablish that rare country-to-city connection.
Well, today is actually the last of a 7-part series that we did with Whole Foods, and it's basically called the ABCs of Milk.
Milk? We do sell milk. Anything else?
Cheese. We've had so many kids ask their parents, Mom, can we take it home? Can we get a cow? I want a cow for Christmas. The parents, you know, it's pretty interesting. Sometimes I think we have a bigger impact on the parents than we do the kids.
And that brings us to the last stop on this drive through dairy country and across the Bay Area, to a man that is not only delivering Clover's milk, but also a little piece of nostalgia each morning. Meet California's last milkman.
You know, I always think, oh, it's Tuesday. And it's so personal and it's just really nice.
Michael has about 200 customers. Half of them are businesses, half of them are residents, but all of them consider him more of a friend than a milkman.
The fact that customers are trusting enough and have enough faith in me to give me a key to the store or a key to their house is an honor that very few people have a chance to experience. So up at Clover, I'm going to be going to one of their ranches where the cows are, and I'm going to learn how to milk a cow for the first time. My hands may be too big. Switch teats, guarding it. She's got her leg forward. Maybe I should try the other side. Okay, because I don't know how. Okay. And how could I call myself a milkman if I don't know how to milk a cow? Okay, there's a little squirt. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Now I'm kind of getting the feel of it.
From cows to cartons to customers, it looks like great milk in California does indeed start with great cows and great people.
Welcome to Disney's Grand California Hotel and the restaurant Napa Rose. I'm Andy Sutton, and I'm going to share with you kind of a fun recipe I love to share with my own family, my kids, which is a chocolate brownie sundae. Super easy to make and a lot of fun. We're going to use a beautiful brownie. We're going to take in some vanilla ice cream or your favorite flavor of ice cream. We're going to mix in some caramel, and then we're going to pack it into some PVC pipe, or you could use a nice stainless steel cylinder. Just have these kind of cleaned off and make sure your edges are nice and clean. What we're going to do first is go ahead and dice up our brownie. Nice, beautiful, cakey style brownie. You can use a mix for these. There's some great mixes on the market right now that I think are absolutely wonderful. And we're going to put in a couple of brownie nuggets right down inside of our cylinder. We're going to then take our scoop and add some scoops of ice cream and really pack it in. More brownie, more ice cream, a little bit of some caramel because you got to get that down inside, kind of a hidden surprise. More brownie, and more ice cream. Now what's nice about this dessert, you can do this for a party or friends, or if you're having family over, and get this set up ahead of time and then just put these in the freezer like this. Store it away. I'm going to put a little more caramel up on top. And then freeze them just like this in your freezer, and they'll be perfect. So when your guests come over, all you have to do is pop them out, which makes it convenient because you want to spend time with your guests. You don't want to be in the kitchen. And then what we're going to do is take a beautiful raspberry mixture. We'll set that down on the plate. This kind of, you could use cherries in the theme of a sundae. You can use the raspberries. I just have them in a nice little raspberry jus. And just to make sure it's going to free up a little bit, I'm going to take my knife down on the inside. what we're going to do is we're going to pop this guy out and just set it down right on top of there. Now you have this beautiful, great chocolate ice cream sundae. And then of course you got to come back with a little bit more caramel sauce. Just kind of let it flow. I like to top it with a touch of whipped cream. And a little bit of some chocolate sauce. Chocolate raspberry. So nice. And that, I think, is a fun sundae that you can whip together for your kids, impress your neighbors, and how easy was that?
And don't leave us yet, because there's more California Bountiful coming up.
Hi, my name is John Ledbetter. I work at Boca Nova Restaurant in Jack London Square, Oakland, California. I love cooking with simple ingredients, seasonal ingredients. I like using the right things at the right times, and I like to do 10 ingredients or less, preferably always. What we do in this business is we highlight food. And you can't highlight food unless you're using the best of what you can get. And if you can't do that, you should either try to do it or you should go do something else.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Farm Bureau members can save money on their auto insurance by switching to Nationwide Insurance. Talk to your agent or call 877-NATIONWIDE today.
Throughout the ages, the pomegranate has been revered globally as a symbol of health, fertility, and rebirth. This rich red fruit appears in the Bible, in ancient tombs, and in literature. Ancient Egyptians were even buried with pomegranates because, like many cultures, they believed the fruit to be a symbol of life after death. But today, it's the pomegranate that's seeing rebirth thanks to some pretty innovative marketing ideas. Named San Francisco's best happy hour, Hotel Vitale's Americano restaurant and bar serves up drink after drink for the city's white-collar elite, all looking for a little relief after work. And that relief often comes in the form of this, some sweetly flavored cocktails. But this isn't your average drink. No, this one has a little pop to it, thanks to a special ingredient.
This is our Margarita Rosa. It is very, very, very popular.
The pomegranate-inspired drinks weren't just whipped up by accident. They were the invention of California's largest pomegranate producer, Palm Wonderful. The Central Valley Company was launched in 2000 as a way to use up hundreds of acres of pomegranates no one quite knew what to do with. So, following in the tradition of turning lemons into lemonade, they did just that by turning unwanted pomegranates into a new hit, pomegranate juice.
When we started talking to retailers early on, they thought there really is no business here, so why should we support pomegranates? And that was really the point, is that nobody was doing anything with pomegranates and such a wonderful fruit.
And where do you go to market a product no one knows about? The fancy food show in San Francisco, of course. The event is a feast not only for the eyes, but the stomach as well, as company after company is looking to get on a store shelf near you. And 7 years ago, this was the springboard that would launch Palm Wonderful onto plates and glasses across the nation, as yet another food trend was formed here.
This is the start of all the trends, and people were really looking at products here, and things that people are inventing that you see at this show, you'll see in mass-produced products maybe in 4 years. You know, it takes a long time for them to get out there, but people are looking for trendy things right now.
Today, Palm Wonderful has more than 6,000 acres of pomegranates and has helped make California the top pomegranate state in the nation. Seizing on the popularity, they have expanded their products to include juices, teas, and fresh fruit. And competition is sprouting up everywhere. Last year, 350 new beverages using pomegranates hit the market.
Pomegranates, which have been discovered to be very healthy for people, are now being put in all kinds of different food products.
There's a buzz about it with on the news and all the health rage, and also with the new rage of sort of handcrafted fresh fruit juice cocktails. You know, people are excited about pomegranate. It's something new, it's something different, and it goes really well with vodka. So.
It's a great fruit. It's got a really nice balance of acid and sweetness that really makes it a versatile thing. You can use it not only for desserts, but you can use it for meats, you can use it in salads.
And pomegranates also go well in a variety of other dishes, which is why it's become the favorite not only among chefs, but the Hollywood elite too.
There's been a lot of pomegranate juice and pomegranates in places that we didn't quite expect. At the Academy Awards, for instance, and with the official drink with the Pomtini. So the pomegranate has really taken off in places that we didn't quite anticipate when we started.
Well, pomegranates have finally moved into the mainstream of American cuisine. It's an item that was languishing away for a long time, waiting to be discovered. Protagonists on Sex and the City started ordering pomegranate martinis. There wasn't a pomegranate left anywhere in the United States the next morning.
The result of all those Pomtinis and palm-inspired dishes is a big one. Americans are now consuming 10 times as many pomegranates as they did before Palm Wonderful started their marketing push, meaning the popularity of the pomegranate keeps flowing along as more people rediscover the beauty of this once ancient fruit.
Pomegranates are fun. Everybody loves pomegranates, but the amount of pomegranates we have, no, I would not believe it would have been that big.
There's a huge demand, and like I said, there is room for more. We're actually selling our fresh fruit in over 50 countries now, and we're just scratching the surface to get juice everywhere it needs to be in the U.S., and there's demand for our product outside the U.S., so the future is big.
Okay, so I think we've proven to you that pomegranates really are hot these days. They're all the craze, but I think I need to do a little bit more research.
It didn't work out too well.
That's good. That's even better. I'm going to keep doing research. We'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Emily Lucchetti, Executive Pastry Chef at Fairlawn Restaurant in San Francisco. Today we're going to make a little nice small treat, and what they are, they're little meringue baskets filled with pomegranate sorbet. And pomegranate is such a wonderful sorbet because it's very pungent and tart. So we just add just enough sugar just to make it so it turns it a little bit sweet. So here we just have some pomegranate juice and some sugar and a little bit of salt because that helps bring out the pomegranate flavor, and some water, just because when you're making a sorbet, a little bit of water just helps the texture of it, and then a little bit of lemon juice. And you want to add lemon juice for the same reason you add the salt, because it helps bring out some of the flavor. And then we're just going to whisk these together. Now this is actually how you'd make any sorbet with any fruit that you have. Just puree the fruit, add sugar, lemon juice, and salt. And all those things should just be added to taste, because you don't want to add too much sugar because you don't want to make it too sweet. So you just whisk that together, and then you put it in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 hours to chill it down so it gets really cold, and then you could just pour it into an ice cream maker and just freeze it like you would any ice cream or sorbet. Okay, now to make the meringue baskets, we have a couple egg whites in the mixer, and we're just going to whisk them until they get nice and soft peaks. Okay, now we're going to slowly add half of the sugar. Now when it gets nice and thick like this, we're just going to take it off the mixer, and we're going to fold in the rest of the sugar and just a little bit of cornstarch. And that helps give the meringue baskets a little bit of structure. And then here what I have is a pastry bag, and I have it fitted with a tip. And we're going to pipe out the meringue baskets. So we're just going to put some of this meringue in here. And this is one of those things, it's a little bit like riding a bicycle. You have to practice a little bit, but once you get it, it's really very simple. So what I always say to beginners is go out, make some bunch of meringue. You know, you can even buy a lot more and make a lot more meringue than you really need, and just practice. It's only, you know, a couple 10 cents worth of ingredients, and you can just practice your piping techniques. So you bake the meringues in a 200-degree oven. You want a really low oven because you don't want to get a lot of color on them. And you bake them just until they're dry. And then when they're finished, they look a lot like what they went in when they went in the oven, but they're all very dry instead of just being all goopy, so it just dries them out. So here we have the pomegranate sorbet in the meringue baskets, and what I like to do is serve this as a little dessert teaser. I like to put them out on the table while I'm getting the real dessert ready, and this just gives people a little something to nibble on and to get all their sweet taste buds just going and ready for action.
My name is Patrick Mulvaney, and my wife Bobbin and I own Mulvaney's Building and Loan. It's a restaurant, banquet hall, and a catering facility here in Sacramento, California. Focus on local, seasonal food, so our menu changes every day, and it all depends on what the farmer brings in the front door. Every day brings a new excitement here because of the farmers that are around here. Everybody brings it in here to our restaurant so that we can put it on a fork, and our guests get to enjoy it.
You hear Nationwide is on your side all the time, but why should you believe it? Well, Nationwide Insurance puts their members first because they don't have shareholders. Plus, you can add features like vanishing deductible to your policy, and then take $100 off your deductible for every year of safe driving until your deductible could vanish completely. Dill. Nationwide is on your side.
Farm Bureau members can save money on their auto insurance by switching to Nationwide Insurance. Talk to your agent or call 877-NATIONWIDE today.
Well, we're all out of time for today's show, but if you'd like information about the stories you've seen today or any of the recipes, you can check them all out at our website, californiabountiful.com. And if you get a second, check out our Facebook page, give us a like, let us know what you enjoy about the show. We love hearing from you guys, so please visit that when you get a second. We'll see you again next week on California Bountiful.